Hello learners, welcome to our last session of lesson 27. We are in session 5 and today we are going to refine our understanding of time. What that means is we're going to take everything we learned from lesson 1, 2, 3, and 4 and put them all together in session 5 and have to figure out some word problems. So before we get started, let's go ahead and review some things that we learned that will help us do some problem solving today. So remember, for this lesson, what we did is at first we learned to tell time to the minute. So that helps us to find our start times. Okay, so we learned to tell time to the minute, and then we were told about start times and end times. If you want to draw this, you'll have this to do your work today. Now, between the start time and the end times, we have something called elapsed time. Elapsed time. And what elapsed time is, it's the time between the start time and the end time. And this elapsed time was all the activities that people did between the start time and the end time. Now, this happens in between the start times and the end times. In session 3, they gave us the start times, and we had to count forward to get to the end time. So they gave us a start time, and they gave us some activities, and we had to count forward in order to find the end time. In session 4, they gave us the end time, they gave us some activities, and we had to count backwards in order to find our start time. So today they're going to give us some word problems, and we're going to have to figure out, are they giving us the start time and some activities, and we have to find the end time? Or are they giving us the end time and some activities, and we have to count backwards to find the start time? So when I go to solve some of my word problems today, I'm going to take this out, and I'm going to figure out what are they telling me, and what do I need to do to solve the problem. So let's leave this right here and start taking a look at our first one. Okay, now you should have page 611, and we're going to start with our example. Malia's soccer game starts at 9:40 a.m. and ends at 10:32 a.m. How long is Malia's soccer game? Okay, they give us a soccer game. So Malia's doing a soccer game, okay, and it starts at 9:40 a.m. and ends at 10:32 a.m. So what are some important things we need there? It starts at 7:40 a.m. and it ends at 10:32 a.m. And they're asking us, how long is Malia's soccer game? Okay, let's look at our picture here. What did they give us? Well, it's starting at 9:40 and it's ending at 10:32. So they gave me my start, they gave me my end. What do I need to figure out? I need to figure out the elapsed time. So that's what we have to figure out. And that's what they start to do on here. So they knew that it started at 9:40. And that's my start time. I'm just going to put an S. My end time is 10:32. They counted from 9:40. It's 20 minutes to get to 10 o'clock. So here's my elapsed time in between, right? We got to figure out what's happening. So they added 20 minutes here. And then from 10 to 10:32 is 32 minutes. So they added 20 plus 32 to equal 52. So our answer is, her game is 52 minutes long. Okay, so notice that they're going to give us 2 pieces of information and we have to figure out the third. They gave us the start time. They gave us the end time. We had to find the elapsed time. Let's check out the next one. Okay, in our next problem, let's go ahead and read it. And we'll start to pull out our 1, 2, 3 reads. Lamar watches his little sister while his mom is busy. He plays blocks with her for 15 minutes, peekaboo for 5 minutes, and trains for 13 minutes. His mom comes back to put his sister down for a nap at 2:15 p.m. What time did Lamar start watching his sister? What is this about? It's about Lamar, and he's watching his little sister. Okay, so we now know what it's about. Let's go back and figure out what's the information we need to solve this. Lamar watches his little sister while his mom is busy. He plays blocks with her for 15 minutes. Okay, so blocks are 15 minutes. Peekaboo for 5 minutes. And trains for 13 minutes. His mom comes back to put his sister down for a nap at 12:15. Okay, so a nap at 12:15. What time did Lamar start watching his sister? Ooh, that's an important word. Did you see that? What time did Lamar start watching his sister? Okay, did I find all of the information? I did. Now, let's think about how are we going to solve this? Remember, they're going to either give us the start time, the elapsed time, or the end time, and we have to find the one that's missing. Let's go back and read it one more time and find out what's the one we're missing. Lamar watches his little sister while his mom is busy. He plays blocks with her for 15 minutes. Peekaboo for 5 minutes, and trains for 13 minutes. His mom comes back to put his sister down for a nap at 2:15 p.m. What time did Lamar start watching his sister? Oh, okay. So I think I have a strategy. So my strategy, since we don't know that we have a start time, we have the activities, and we have an end time. We need to know all of these. Which ones did they give us? Well, Mom put sister down for a nap at 2:15. So that's when all the playing ends. The playing ends at 2:15 p.m. What else did they give us? That's right, we've got 15 minutes of blocks. What else do we have? Peekaboo, 5 minutes for peekaboo. I'm just going to peekaboo. I misspelled it. And, 13 minutes for trains. Okay, so if we have an end time and we have some activities, what do we need to find? What time did Lamar start watching? Okay, so we don't know the start time. So I'm going to go back to my picture. I know the end time and I know the elapsed time. This is what I need to find. I need to find my start time. So if I'm given the end time, what do I need to do? I have to count backwards. Okay, let's go ahead and count backwards. I'm going to give you a couple minutes, pause the video and try to figure it out, and then come back when you're done. Okay, so remember, I like doing the elapsed time. So to find my elapsed time, I'm going to add all my activities together. 15 minutes for blocks, 5 minutes for peekaboo, and 13 minutes for trains. I'm going to add my 10s together, 1 10, 2 10s. So I'm going to put a 2 in the 10 spot. And then 5 ones and 5 ones is 10 ones, plus 3 more ones. So I have a 20 plus a 13. I've got 33 minutes. Did I do that right? Yep, 33 minutes. Sometimes I even have to double check. Okay, 33 minutes of elapsed time. So if she goes for a nap at 2:15, I'm going to go back. Well, I know from 2:15 to 2 is 15 minutes. So now I need to go back another 18 minutes because I know that 15 plus 18 is a number bond, right? 15 plus 18 is 33. So now I'm going to go back another 18. So I have to think on this one. So 2 o'clock, it'll go back to 1:50. You know what? I'm going to do that. I'll help you guys see that. 18 minutes is hard to count back, so I'm just going to go back 10. And I know that's 1:50. And since I've gone back 10, I need to go back another 8. So 1:42. So 1:42